said make a theme song for my show. Said alright, just give me all the details, man. And my homie says he don't know. Well, if you're gonna pay me big bucks, cause I might should have something to say. He said, you know what I bring, I'm the customizing king, nothing else matters anyway. So is he gonna have guests? I don't know. Is he gonna go live? I don't know. What time will it be? What will you see? I'm pretty much in the dark, but I can guarantee he'll be customizing action figures, getting paint all on his fingers. It's art by Ackerman. It's art by Ackerman. Tips and tricks and conversation, sharing his gift with every nation. It's art by Ackerman. Art by Ackerman. You best get ready, cause now it's time for Art by Ackerman.
All right, folks, welcome back to another episode of the Customizing Studio. And we just had one more join us. So hope everybody's doing well out there. We're going to be doing some live painting. I've got some awesome folks with me, starting with Alan. Alan, how you doing today, sir?
Hi, I'm doing great.
Beautiful, beautiful. And then Tanya. Tanya, how you doing?
I'm doing wonderful.
Awesome. And then we got Sideways Jay. Jay, how you doing?
Sideways. I don't know how I can fix this.
It's all right. So we're going to be doing some form of customizing today. I don't know that I'll get to any painting. I am 10 ways of discombobulated right now, so trying to work on some stuff, but we'll see what we actually get done. Let's go ahead and see what everybody's going to be working on. We'll start with Alan.
Okay.
See what you got going on.
See if I can do this. This awful weird. Okay, that works. All right, so this is from the Lord of the Rings movie, a Lord of the Rings troll, and they used to have like a latex face on them.
Mm-hmm.
I clipped off his eyes. But what happens is that thin latex rots, and you're left with just this underskull type deal, which doesn't look like the worst in the world, but I'm going to sculpt a Norwegian troll on top of this so that I can have a Norwegian troll. I'm going to have a couple Norwegian trolls because my next Mythic Legions troll custom is a 3-headed troll, and he needs some friends.
Gotcha.
Wow.
That makes sense.
And so Norwegian troll, I'll sculpt, and I'll probably get him done today.
Awesome.
Painted and all.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alan works a lot faster than I do, for sure. Tanya, we'll go over to you next. What you got going on?
Well, I've been working on my Chicago Bears and getting close to being done. I want to just go over details and just really pay attention and see what needs to be cleaned up and what is ready. It's looking like most of it is good to go, but I do see a few little things here and there. Then once I get all of that done, I will put it away to go clear coat before I put it back together. So that will be done. And then I'm just going to start working on, I've got a couple of female heads that I will be working on.
Beautiful.
So.
All right.
That C looks so neat. I'm sorry. Is that a decal? Did you hand painted that?
No. So Kevin works at a printing company.
Oh.
And they have a machine that cuts through. It's like a cardboard. It's like a foam board cardboard kind of thing. And so they cut the C out. He created it. They cut it out, and then he brings that home. And I think I wasn't down there when he did it. I was upstairs on Mod Squad. So I think he wets it a little bit, and then he has some kind of epoxy. It's not like the green. It's kind of like the green stuff, but it's not. It's white, and he puts it on there, and then I bring it upstairs, and I just painted the whole thing, and now I've just doing the details.
That's so cool. It looks great.
Yeah, thank you.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Curtis, on your own show.
You're fine. You're fine.
I like to be as polite as possible.
Let's see what you got going on, Jay.
So I have this is what I was working on last week, the dwarf. Oh, he's decapitated. So this was white. So like last week it looked like this. And I had been doing all of the dry brushing, and then I had gone back and I did a bunch of. I was probably pin lining and cheating it a bit last week, but maybe if I do this is actually what this probably going to look right to other people. So I did one layer on the airbrush just to get a sense of where each color is going to be. So this is still that's an odd thing to show, right? But I didn't, I didn't do the under parts, so I probably should take them apart. I don't know, but I'm gonna get into the lining because I just got some new Gundam markers, and I have this guy. I'll probably do some lining on him too.
Oh, very cool. All right, now to show this mess that I've got going on. My desk is just terrible right now. So I have two different kitsune that I'm working on. I have this hooded one that's going to be a ranger, female ranger character. And then I have this male kitsune that's going to be like a samurai. And I'm trying to figure out what parts to use, how it's going to look, paint scheme, all that kind of stuff. And I'm in the, playing around with parts part of the process. So like this is what I have so far for the build of the female. And I know Darla's making me a soft good hood to go on this. And then I'll have to figure out, colors and all that kind of stuff. For the samurai one, I know that I want to use the Lord Bashadi torso and waist piece. I'm not sure about arms, legs, and all that kind of stuff. So still got some work to do there. On Mod Squad yesterday, I filled in on these tails. I filled in the holes with some green stuff. So I might get to dremeling some of that today and just flatten it out and make some lines in there to kind of go with the fur that is already there.
Why did they have holes?
So when they're printing it, it's hollow on the inside, and they have the holes so that you don't have any trapped resin get stuck in there or anything. Sometimes if you have that, it'll like explode later on. And
I'm aware. Yeah. Okay.
So putting some holes in it like that lets all the resin, come out and cure and all that. So, but then when you get it, you got to fill those up. So, and then I also worked on this crossbow gun yesterday. That's from Von Berk. This had a skull on the back end here, so I drilled down the skull into a peg. And then I added a bunch of green stuff to this skull that was in the front, and I'm going to shape that. I'm not sure what that's going to look like yet. And then the front here came to like one big spike, like that was out to like here. So I trimmed that down and made it into kind of like two spikes. And I dremeled a hole in there so that I could take part of a toothpick and pop it in there as like a bolt, crossbow gun bolt. Yeah. So I've got some work to do on this as well. So
that's a really fun gun.
Yeah. So I've got a lot of stuff to do, and I'm not sure where to start or what's going to happen. So I'm just going to be playing around, and it's probably going to look like a mess. And I'm sorry that it's not pretty, but this is what customizing looks like sometimes. So, yeah.
Which kitsune head is the hooded one? Is it the one that has like the plug in the back to go in the?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's got a plug, and then it's for the 2.0 hood.
Right. So, I wasn't sure if it was that or the like the Ninja one.
No, it's not the Ninja one. Yeah. This is just the regular. So I wanted to have a pair of kitsune that it's for the project that I'm working on for Matt Osborne. He did the one last year with a bunch of artists, and this is the one for this year. So I'm making a pair of characters that'll go together, and I just got to figure out kind of what that's going to look like. So
I love those hoods.
Yep. So that's what we got right now. We may have some other folks joining us later. We'll see. Let's see who we have in the comments. We have Freaks Figures out there.
Hello, Freaks.
We have Benny Torres. Benny is not going to be joining us today. He is out for a Valentine's Day weekend. So we got Jesse here. Jesse is also busy. He will not be joining us today. We got Hazy HL in the house. We've got Kevin McCoy. Tanya, anything for
Hi.
Kevin?
Hi, honey.
Yeah. Hi, honey. We got William Husted here. We got Shannon here. Alan, anything?
Hey, that's my wife. That's my wife.
It is. It is your wife.
Happy every time I see her.
We got Alma Trot here. So welcome.
No, we have Al Matra Art.
Okay.
Hello, Al. So that his screen icon, whatever that image is, that's he does this really awesome art style that is like that's one of his art pieces.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Very nice. Al Matra Art. I'll remember that. And then there's a bunch of back and forth talking between folks. And then we had Rick Emmer jump on. So afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining. And we've got Darla Ackerman. I know her. She's not up here though. She's downstairs. So
Hi,
think
Darla.
she's taking the opportunity
Hi,
with me
Darla.
not being on the computer to play World of Warcraft. So
Who can blame her?
yeah, exactly. So all right. Let's get to it. Let's see what we got going on. How's everybody's weekend going?
It's all right.
Yeah.
Been pretty good. How about you?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Relaxing after the long week in Vegas and trying to get some stuff done around the house. So
I love a long week in Vegas.
yeah.
My
What was
haunt,
that, Alan?
my haunt was open the past 2 nights for Friday,
Yeah, how'd that go?
and then for Valentine's Day. It went very well, actually. A lot of new processes at the haunt as far as getting alcohol to VIP. We hadn't done that before. We just got our alcohol license in October, so we played it straight for them. But since then, we've been playing with where can we upcharge a little bit for folks who want to drink some alcohol.
Gotcha. And how did that go? Everybody stayed, without getting any problems or causing any problems?
Yeah, it went pretty smooth. There's, you've got to have a certain license to do a certain thing. And, it's these people are the only ones who can do this because they have the food and beverage license. These people are the ones who can do this because they have a seller server license. So that takes a bit of orchestration, which my wife handled that amazingly. I mostly did security last night and a lot of just customer meet and greet.
Nice.
But people liked the show. It was a fun blackout show. Hadn't done one in a while, so no complaints.
Very, very cool. What were I know you were kind of doing a Valentine's Day, Friday 13th kind of vibe. Was there any sort of special attractions that went along with that?
We did a show called Love is Blind. So it was a blackout show where guests went through with a glow stick. That was that was the big mechanic, and we had creatures called the Red Ones, which I made up, which were devolved vampires who don't suck blood; they eat your heart.
Okay.
And so that was our Valentine's Day tie-in. And yeah, just having the Red Ones can kill you, and they kill you by putting a sticker on you that says leeched, implying that they gotcha. So bit of a game mechanic to it, which is it's really invigorated our off-season shows.
And when they get you, you then turn into one of them?
You don't get to turn into one of them. You just have died. You have not survived. So at the end, if you survive, you get a survivor pin. And if you died, you get I was killed pin. I did not. I was dead by dark hour.
I did not survive pin. Okay.
So did anybody do anything for Valentine's Day?
We work.
Yeah. We had Jack in the Box. we watched a movie. So that was about it.
What movie?
See No Evil with James McAvoy. Pretty
Not the
creepy.
Oh, I was thinking of See No Evil, Hear No Evil with Gene Wilder.
No, this is a newer one. It kind of a creepy movie.
It's fun.
So this is where I'm at so far.
Oh, nice.
And just so you can know what I'm going for, this is my reference that I have up here.
Oh, wow.
So
Gotcha. All right. I think he's told a few lies.
very Norwegian.
Is that very Norwegian?
Yeah, that's a Norwegian troll.
Interesting. Distinguished by the large nose?
Yes, because Norwegian trolls will steal children and they cook them in a pot and they stir the cooking children with their nose.
Okay.
So the longer their nose, the more children they can steal and cook and eat.
So there's that.
Yeah, that's something new I learned and very interesting. I'm going to spread that fact around later and creep people out. Starting with my daughter's friends who are sleeping over. That'll be interesting for them. Embarrass my child.
Don't get put on any lists or anything.
Yeah, no, I'm going to not do that. It's one of my first thoughts.
I think I'm gonna have to rob some parts from my display figures to do what I want. Oh, the Tanya, I was talking about the Bastet Hera thing.
Yeah.
Perfect color match. So
Really?
yeah, here is the so this has, let me try to unbig myself. The upper arm here is the Bastet and the lower arm is the Hera, and it's,
great
it's
day.
perfect color match. So I just gave the lower Bastet arm to Hera and then stole the lower arm from her for this. So worked out well.
My understanding is that you do not want to upset Hera in any way.
No. Well, now whenever I die and Darla tries to sell my collection, she's gonna have to sell Hera's not a complete Hera. It's got different parts on it now. So I'm sure that's her biggest concern too.
Yeah, I think it's going to be, hey, who wants this stuff?
Yeah.
Not I'm saying with you, like with most collections in general, that seems to be, or I as a collector, yeah, my uncle died and he had like 5 rooms worth of Master of the Universe stuff. Oh my gosh, what happened to it? Oh, we gave it to a junk guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, I don't have many figures in my collection that are the way that they came. I steal parts here and there and then replace them with other parts.
With every line or with like horsemen
with legions. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't.
I'll go, oh, I need this part from that figure. I'll just go and take the ones from the figure that I have downstairs and then I'll replace it with something else that still makes it look like that figure, but not exactly that figure.
I find it hard to keep things in my collection without just winding up like using them for a custom. Happens constantly, like whole figure.
From haunted house work, it's like I have the idea that nothing comes to you finished, because it's made for in some way the masses. Maybe we're a niche industry, but they weren't thinking of your haunted house when they designed it. So you kind of have to make it fit the world that you're creating. And I feel the same way with action figures. And maybe I get that from action figures, but because I did that with Motu, you know?
Yeah.
It's interesting.
I am just going to say you guys are killing me. Killing me.
Why is that?
Because I have to have one that is exactly the way the Four Horsemen put it together. Like,
It's a suggestion.
I am with you.
I
I don't
have to have one.
that stays
Like,
on display. I don't change at all.
I don't think I have a single figure in my collection that I feel that I have to keep the way that they did it.
oh, good Lord. I can't. Like, oh, my heart just is palpitating right now.
I I went to school for a bit for like archival stuff, but that industry kind of bottomed out with the pandemic. But a lot of what they talk about, and it kind of reminds me of this conversation, is how important like the original version of something is, as far as like the value, not just the monetary value, but like the historical, not the historical is like the cultural value, I guess.
Mhm.
And while this is not true of necessarily like action figures the same way, that kind of has stuck in my head since then.
And
So I do agree completely, Tanya. I just out entirely and customize it. It's just no longer in existence in my collection.
Right.
I think I got that from Emil. Like one time he was showing me his collection on FaceTime, and he was going through it, and like he had a Decebulus on display, and it had no head. It was just the figure with no head. And I'm like, what's up with that? And he's like, oh, I needed the head for something else, and I just never replaced it. So he just left it in the display, just neck peg sticking up in the air. And I was like, huh, interesting.
Your neck pegs in the air like you just don't care.
There you go.
That was the original lyric, I think.
So from that point on, nothing was sacred.
Oh, I just can't. I can't. Ooh.
There are also certain figures to me that like even if I was to do that, I would never ever like alter. Do you have a figure like that, or you will alter anything?
I don't think so. Like I've altered my Adamon. I've
He just altered his Hera, and Hera's one of the hardest figures to come by right now.
and one of my favorite. Well, it definitely in my top 3.
Yeah, one of his favorite figures, and he just took the bottom arms off her and used it.
But I put the Bastet arms on there, and I actually like the look of it better. So it worked out.
My great day. Like my heart is like pounding in my chest. Like I almost can't breathe. Like it just I couldn't do it. I can't do it. I gotta have one that is exactly the way it's supposed to be.
I understand the temptation, but it's like I feel like that is a decision that I may make in the moment, feeling the need to get a custom done, but regret for a very like I always regret it because I'm just impulsive like that. But you know.
Okay, so this conversation has sparked me to show you like what I did as a kid. As a kid, this is Beastman, right? And obviously those are not Beastman's arms. Those are Gargo's arms from Black Star. But they popped on the same way. So Gargo's arms from Black Star had this great claw. Like, how do you not love that claw for Beastman? And the color is not quite perfect, and I've never painted it. But this was my Beastman as a kid. And
Cool.
they let you swap the arms. And
Beastman is your favorite character.
I have a little bit of a Beastman problem.
So nothing was sacred to you, even as a kid.
This one is better. It's mine. Yeah, there's no other one like this. So how can this not be more valuable?
There you go.
I understand that.
Oh, my heart. Okay. I know you guys are laughing at me and you don't understand, but my heart is like pounding. Like I'm like Whew, I don't think I can handle it.
It's cool that this is a culture that came from that sort of a thing, and I think that's amazing. But there's something about having a vintage figure that is hard to get and having it permanently altered that does weird me out in a way that is hard for me to explain. It just doesn't seem right.
And my thought on it is that the vintage figures are more valuable because they're scarce. So if you do something with it that keeps it from being original, you're actually adding to the value of the ones that are still out there.
That's very generous of you to do that.
Yeah. Now yours is worth more.
That's the thing, is like when something is really scarce, it's like, I don't know how to explain this. This is an exaggerate. I don't know a better way to put this, but it's like it has a historical value, and that's not really the term I want to use, but I can't think of something better. So that is what weirds me out about something being altered.
Curtis, I think I'm still embiggened.
Oh yeah, you are. Sorry.
It's okay. It's not freaking me out, but they might want to see what y'all are doing.
Well, we see what's on your screen, and that's freaking everybody out.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's freaking me out now that I'm looking.
That's my reference. Yeah, I also like immediately rip open packages and throw the boxes away.
Yeah, I do that.
Like some art will make it like Motu has really good package art. And that will, I might cut that out and pin that to a wall for a length of time. But, and I keep my mini comics, like I stack them up somewhere in a drawer.
I kept the packaging for the exclusive Zartan that actually had the color changing, that like the classified, until I may have not thrown it out yet, but I plan on it until like literally like a week ago when I went back through my collection and started to make space. It's like, why do I have this? It's cool looking, but why do I have? I have some stupid stuff, but I keep the boxes for the like all my Mezco and NECA stuff. I have boxes for because it kind of look like books from the side, and
do you plan on reselling
Obscura? What?
Do you plan on reselling those figures?
No, they also have space for the accessories that I don't use.
Gotcha. I just
figure Obscura, like the packaging is too nice for me to, and it's got the inside. I just really like it looks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I would put those. I just, need another bookcase.
It's they get hard to store.
Oh yeah.
A figure takes up so much less room if my camera's not falling over, making it weird. Come on, little buddy, you got it. Okay.
Kevin, I am not listening to this. Kevin, if you throw away my boxes, I'm going to cry.
Do you keep all your boxes?
Yes.
Well, keeping Legion's boxes is smart because people will buy that repackaged more than other brands.
See, but I'm almost admitting defeat. Like if I'm going to resell it, I bought this for me. It's not yours.
Oh yeah. I feel weird throwing them out when I've never wanted to resell one. Some people do though. I mean, my friend Kevin, like he had too much stuff because he would buy like 2 or 3 of everything and just got to the point where his wife was literally going to kill him. So he at Legion's Con sold like half of he sold so much stuff and it was all just repackaged. I got a lot of great stuff from him actually, but
Blake jumped in. I said that before, but I was muted. So welcome, Blake.
Howdy, Blake.
Hey, Blake.
Hey, Blake. Thank you. And Blake, just FYI, it's for sale.
There you go.
If you want it, hit me up.
Oh, look what we got. We got an Emil sighting. What's up, Emil?
Oh, Emil!
Hello there.
Hey,
Hello!
So,
How's it going?
doing good. Just realized that I can't see any of you.
Oh,
Well, I
it's a
can see-
sighting actually on. Never mind. I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were actually on the show.
Do
Yeah.
y'all
Just
look at
put them in
this?
the comment section.
I guess some of you are on your phones, right?
Yeah.
I am. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Emil must have taken off to switch his view, but I think he'll be back.
Oh, I've almost done that a number of times. Oh,
This-
I'm going to plug. Speaking of selling things, I have in the Purple Gang group a claim sale that is running until Saturday, with about 35 customs in there.
Saw that. Good stuff.
Thank you. I sold a few before the claim sale started that were supposed to be part of the claim sale, but people wanted them, so I said okay. And then I sold. Trevor bought one of the Doom figures this morning. I haven't checked since then. But you should go and you should buy stuff. Anyone.
There you go. And it looks like we got Emil back. Welcome.
Yay!
I'm doing this from my phone since you guys are doing this special solution here right now. So let's see. Whoa, we can do something like this, maybe.
That works.
Works. Let's see. So how are you? Okay, let's see. Sorry, I'll talk soon. Let's see. I'm trying to be as smart as you guys.
Well, it's nice having you, even if we couldn't see what you're working on.
Okay. Well, I'm just
You're already
working.
smarter than me because I'm still sideways and I can't fix it. So
Oh, well, I'm sideways as well.
Are you sculpting today?
I am just. I've been busy with a special project today, so right now I'm actually just drawing for fun.
Okay.
Nice.
So
Is that
maybe you
blast?
can see it. Yeah, can you see some of it like this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to make, Blastoise is my favorite Pokemon. I just figured if I'm gonna do something just for fun, let's make a realistic Blastoise.
Cool.
So, and you guys, what are you doing? It feels like it was a long time I talked to any of you, so it's great to see you here.
We're just giving Tanya heart palpitations because we're talking about how at least for me and Alan, no figure is sacred, and we will take parts from anything to make a custom, and that's making Tanya freak out.
Oh, interesting. I'll just. So, Tanya, what figures would you never take apart?
Emil, I have to have one of every figure that I purchase exactly the way that I purchased it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I cannot take apart any figure that I only have one of. It doesn't
I
matter
know
what
what
it
you're
is.
talking about.
Tanya, do you think that's the way everyone should be, or do you think that's your particular psychosis?
Evidently, it's my particular psychosis because in this chat there are 4 people who don't think the way that I do.
I think
I'm not one of those people. I agree with you.
there's a bit of destruction in customizing in general.
There is, and as long as I have one that was exactly the way it was meant to be from the 4 Horsemen, then I don't have a problem taking apart another one. But I'm always going to have one that's never touched.
I know what you're saying, Tanya. I used to be there.
I told her about your Decebulus with no head, Tanya or Emil.
Oh, well, but that was not my only one.
Okay. It was the one you had on display, though.
No, actually, I had 2 Decebulus on display because I think he's so darn cool. So that specific doesn't work, that.
Mm. Yeah, my heart is I'm just like, whew, I can't take it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Whew.
Well, I remember last year I had to take apart my Nubnik because I needed his head. And Nubnik is so darn cool, so that hurt a bit. But I needed his head. It's a very unique head.
I live in the country, and so if it's like cardboard boxes and stuff, we burn it as opposed to having them take it to a landfill. Like that's just the plan out here in the woods. So if I have it burned in like 4 months, it's almost all like action figure boxes and stuff. And then it looks like I'm destroying Christmas because it looks like I'm burning all these new packages, but I've already pulled the figures and stripped them and all that. So.
Brutal.
I'm going to use this cave troll's teeth because I'm not going to resculpt his teeth this tiny.
And I just want to say too that there are times when I love that you guys will, use whatever figure, because my fairy from Emil using Lucretia's head is one of my favorite things that I have. So there you go.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, she was still fantastic to do. Thank you again, Tanya, for letting me do that.
Thank you for doing it. She is beautiful.
I do remember one time that Emil, we were talking, and he said, "This is before this version 2 or anything like that." And he was like, "Would it be bad if I stole the head from my only Atlas to make a custom?"
Yeah.
It's like you got to do what you got to do, man.
Well, I never ended up doing that.
No, but that was one I could see it was going to hurt you if you had to do it.
Yeah, because there are some old classics, and that one being very, very special. That felt wrong.
It's good to recognize that.
What?
It's good to recognize that. At least I wouldn't say do it, but.
All right. I think I at least have the build that I want for this one now. We'll see.
Let's see. Which one?
The female ranger, Kitsune Ranger. So I'm trying to put it all together now just to see what it looks like before deciding paint scheme. And she's gonna have a cape that Darla's making that'll go with the hood. So all right. And then let's grab that crossbow gun. From
Curtis, you're not going to ZoloCon, right? That's very
No.
far for you, actually.
No. All right. I'm bigging myself there. Maybe if I can do it. There we go. So that's the build for that.
Ooh.
Oh, it looks good.
Yo.
So, but this will be, her top will be green, the hood will be green, she'll have a green cloak. So yeah.
Nice.
That's kind of my favorite layout. It's what I call it, comfy but capable. Like they look like they could kick your butt, but also they're comfortable in the clothes they're in. Sometimes the knights, with the real ornate armor, they look too stiff. Like they're not comfortable. Like they wouldn't want to live in that.
Yeah, and sometimes the females look like they have no protection whatsoever.
Right.
Yeah. All right.
Would you consider like a barbarian with no shirt whatsoever comfy? Or cold?
I would kind of want a shirt if I was walking around the desert.
Yeah, I'd want some I don't know, something leather, something to offer a little bit of protection.
I wouldn't want to wear furs because that would be hot. But
Yeah.
you know. Having done Ren fairs, it's like, you know, you do want some garment on because the sun is hot, but you want to be able to move and have a level of comfort if you're going to be there for 8 to 10 hours.
But what if there's suntan in these fantasy worlds?
What if they what?
What if there was suntan lotion in this fantasy world?
I mean, that's fine. Is there still skin cancer in the fantasy world?
No. You have magic.
Yeah,
Okay.
that doesn't exist.
Then maybe, I guess. Sun's out, guns out, go for it.
All right.
Boy, this is such simple sculpting that I'm doing, but it's so fun.
Now I got to figure out what I'm doing for this guy.
I don't know when I should stop. I'm just really enjoying doing this, but I'm gonna have to do it again. So like I just did this to figure out what it's gonna be like when I actually have to do it again, because I have to do this again, brush with neon for the parts I need. And the last part of the process is actually all of this outlining one more time. But it's just so incredibly relaxing.
Really?
Well, like, did you doodle in school? Because I doodled all the time.
Never without a purpose. Like I
that-
will doodle to design something. I will doodle to get ideas out, but not just no reason doodle.
When you say doodle in school, is that a euphemism for pooping yourself? Because if so, yes, I did.
No, it's not.
Oh.
It's not. Sorry.
Then no, I don't think I did whatever you're talking about.
I couldn't pay attention. I couldn't pay attention in school unless I was drawing, like mindlessly. Like I was taking notes, but also drawing, and I would have like at the end of like a school day just this gigantic like maze, or I don't even know, or just like design. And I learned that this is an ADD coping mechanism. I've actually spoken to people. Who did I speak to about? I spoke to somebody about this. We both were talking about it on a live video, Gina. And so she was speaking about a live video, so I can say that about her. This is like when we were talking pre-swig, but it's apparently very common that people do this. And this is just doodling on a figure. It's so much fun and relaxing. This is really outside of the lines though, but it's fine.
I love how each one of us is in very different processes of what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like no one's doing
That
the
is
same
true.
thing. Painting, line work, drawing, sculpting,
Whatever the fuck I'm doing.
kit bashing, assembling. Yeah.
Whatever freaking mess Curtis has going on.
Yeah.
That process, when I do what you're doing,
Mhm.
it sometimes takes away hours without me noticing. Like if
Yeah.
I'm not, usually I have a decent idea of what the body combo is going to be.
Mhm.
But when I really don't, and I start taking everything apart and putting it back together, like it will like hours. That's the thing. It takes me the most time, and I totally lose like any sense of time when I'm customizing, and not in a good way, really. Because
Oh, not in a good way.
not in a good way in the sense that like I'll start doing it at 3 and then like I'm starving, but I'm still kind of focused on it, I guess. And then it's like 7 or something. And there were things I meant to do.
Okay.
I mean, it's fun, but
I love this part of it, which I think this is as close as I get to just playing with toys like I did as a kid.
I agree. That's exactly what I say to myself when I start to think like time to add toys.
Like even when I do the part that would like freak out Tanya, where I go down to my displays and look at all my figures and see what parts I want to steal from. Like I really enjoy that. So
You know, I should change what I said. What takes a lot of time, and it's just been happening recently, is when I have newer bodies that I haven't used for anything yet, and figuring out what to do with them. That takes forever. So like I had I can't think of the name of the stupid thing. The like animal thing. The cosmic animal. This is the worst
Yeah, the
description
scratch back.
possible. Yes. So I was trying to figure out what to do with that, and like actual human parts, or like, you know, I guess they're aliens, and that really was a rabbit hole that was like 4 hours. I think, Curtis, I had said to you, because we were just painting together that day that nobody was there. I was like, oh, I'll see you on the show later. And like, I missed the show entirely. I was painting until after the show was over. I had no idea what time it was.
That has to be rewarding to a degree, right?
It is. It's just like insane how much time it took. I get a little frustrated sometimes, I guess, when I have like a terrible reaction. My hands to heat. My hands like break out and stuff, and there's so much heat involved in taking things apart. I want it really uncomfortable. I'm spending a lot of time talking about this, and I'm not sure how much of an interesting subject it really is. You shouldn't egg me
I
on.
want you to feel good. I don't want you to feel bad.
Well, I mean, it's just like it's a rabbit hole. Sometimes, I mean, the results sometimes when that happens are great, and I enjoy the process. It's just when you spend a lot of time on this and it doesn't go anywhere, that I guess is frustrating, right? That can't just be me that's
Yeah.
happened to. And the skate back, that's like a challenge trying to figure out what to do with that. It's like that felt like a puzzle. I took apart everything to figure out what would plug in there and be interesting, but like weird, but sensible in the end. And it was difficult.
Do you have a list of customs you're going to do?
I have plastic bags filled with things I'm going to do. So every single body I have that is either a Ninian or a Koi or a I don't have any more anyway, but the Vaccine Scout has a head sculpt, and every body part almost all of them have every body part I'm going to use. They may not have like pauldrons and stuff, and they are in Ziploc bags waiting for me to. I just finished one, actually. It's almost finished. So the next one, even know what the next one's going to be yet, but I just did this. Oh, Emil, this is your heads.
Oh,
I'm trying to begin you.
my screen is horrible to look at. But
There you go.
oh yeah.
This is I've come to. I mean, I'm not done with the head because I have to do the mandibles and I have to do something to the eyes still. But I've come to really this head is like unhinged in a way that because it looks like a little bit. Sometimes it looks like laughing or smiling from a certain angle. You look lower, but then it also looks horrifying and unhinged. And there's something about it that I feel like a kinship with, and it looks really good it looks really good on this body because the neck peg. Now that the neck peg goes down, and it looks great with like this sort of sculpting. So I thought that was fun.
Glad to hear that.
I also really, really like shading that one. I've told you before that I feel like painting that is like spelunking.
Feels like all of those eyes would be, it's fun to let it just flow the paint, whether you want to, in whatever way you want to paint it,
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna go over that with yet, but probably like a orange to yellow gradient. I don't know if that's gonna match. I gotta think about that. Does anybody else have like stuff planned in advance?
Yes,
I have
I've been talking for so long.
I have a whole Google Doc, like Google Sheet, and it's like it's a doc. It's like 15 pages. Because like I'm not building things again for like no reason. My plan is I'm going to make a Dark Side of Eternia train set in G scale, and all of these figures that I'm working on, the giant Snake Mountain I'm working on, the big Castle Grayskull I'm working on, they will all be like scenery for this train set.
Wow.
But that's like years down the road before I get that finished.
Listen, man, respect. I love Google Docs. I love a spreadsheet, and I love Google Docs so much.
If I have an idea, I can just open it anywhere and just go, So here's how my head is coming.
Oh, nice. Hold on, I'm trying to embiggen you. It's not wanting to work with me. There we go. Very cool.
Wow.
Oh, he's got an open mouth too.
Yeah, he's got a lever that opens his mouth.
Oh, very cool.
So,
and then I just saw Shannon said, Curtis, thank you for doing these meetups. They're good for the soul. Well, I appreciate that. It started a few years ago just as a way to keep me customizing. Because then I knew at least once a week, I was going to have to be doing some sort of creativity, which is good for me. And then, Tanya started doing it on Saturdays as well. So now I know twice a week I'm going to be creating, which is, it's really good. Helps me out quite a bit because I'm not a fun person to be around when I'm not creating.
Yeah, I appreciate it because it helps me know that I have to have something to focus on and not just aimlessly, because I'll sit here. I don't know about you guys, but I find myself, if I don't have something specific to really finish or start, I sit around and I just kind of do a little bit of everything and I really get nothing actually accomplished.
Yeah, I'm with you. I wonder if I should make him a little vest.
A little vest?
Yeah.
Yes. I don't know what you're actually I don't know if you're imagining what I'm imagining when you say that, but I would love for him to have a little vest. The way that I'm seeing it.
Are you thinking like a little pocket watch and stuff?
Little pocket watch, yes.
Monocle.
Absolutely.
See, no, yeah. I'm thinking like fur vest. I just skinned an elk and it's baby chilly out. So I'm going to cover my shoulders.
Yeah, I know. I knew that's what you're going for, but that's not what my brain thought first.
And I knew that, oddly enough.
Because you called it a little vest, and it sounded like kind of cute. And I was like, oh, a little vest. I imagine something in like a tartan, like plaid.
Like a
That's the right phrase? Tartan?
Yeah, tartan. Yeah.
You guys have spent enough time with each other now that you're starting to know how each other thinks.
Tartan means it's assigned to a family. That's all.
Okay. I think if you spend enough time with me, you just really stupidest. I'm thinking is partially because I don't focus right away, and partially because I really enjoy what the stupidest thought could be, and it makes me laugh.
In improv, you're supposed to throw away the first thought that everybody has, and maybe even the second, and go for the third thought. And you just think third thoughts, and I love that.
It's possible. It's definitely possible.
Well, it shows up in your work.
I think that he probably thinks all three thoughts at once, and his brain, by the time his mouth catches up to his brain, it's already on thought number 3.
Yes. Or I think all thought, I think all thoughts, and I generally know what the most rational, I don't really think all thoughts, but I know often what the most rational answer is, but I will suggest the one that is not rational anyway, because that's the one that it went through my head and I have to say it. It's like when you hear somebody say something and it's kind of mumbled and your first reaction kind of is absolutely, they didn't say what you thought at first and you figured it out, but you still want to say the other thing because it's just so stupid sounding in context.
Yes.
And I do that all the time.
I was at dinner with a friend and she said something that I couldn't hear in a crowded restaurant. And I said, "You're an Oriental magistrate?" Because that's what I thought she said. It was not.
That is so specific.
Last night on PGG, they said something about menstrual cycle, and I thought of like the bard singer on like a unicycle.
Oh, okay.
That-
A minstrel,
that's-
like,
yes, that's what popped into my head.
See, you're all just like me.
So then for the rest of the
all made
night,
me feel like I was reading your need, but
I'm just like seeing somebody like in medieval times riding a unicycle playing like a lute.
yeah.
Which is much better than what it really is.
Well, I mean,
Uh,
necessary part of life.
yeah, but I mean, as far as in conversation, I would I would much rather if somebody brings it up in conversation that they're talking about a bard on a unicycle.
Oh, for comfort, probably.
Yeah.
I would rather a bard on a unicycle be the focus of a conversation over a lot of things, quite frankly.
Yes.
Unicycles make me laugh. They're ridiculous.
We've got so we live in a neighborhood. It's not really like a gated community, but there's only one road that comes into the whole neighborhood. So it pretty much the only people there are the people that live there. Nobody's like driving through our neighborhood. And there's one guy that he will like for almost a whole day ride around on a unicycle around the neighborhood. And he'll do like
Wild.
multiple laps around the whole neighborhood on a unicycle.
But why?
I have no idea.
Like there was the thing when I lived in Brooklyn, and everybody it was very, very hipster to be really old timey, and you would just see these like, older millennials or young Gen Xers like on unicycles for no reason, and I felt like because they were doing it because it was a trend, it drove me insane. Because why? And then there was a time that I remember leaving a bar. It's like this is when, I was younger, and it was like leaving a bar at 4 a.m, and this guy rode by on an old timey bike.
Mm-hmm.
Like a penny farthing type deal.
Like the thing with the giant tire in the front.
Yeah.
Which is like, it's interesting, I guess, in the sense of like somebody making or restoring an antique. But I think if you live in like Brooklyn, I don't think that was really this person's hobby. I don't know, man. It's 4 a.m. Why are you riding around in a bike like that? It just drove me insane. And the conversation that followed, I probably won't repeat on this show, but it was really, really funny because I was with some friends of mine, like I was accustomed to like ridiculous things that people who live in neighborhoods, like, kind of these hipster neighborhoods do. So like not that much really surprised me. It just made me exasperated. But the conversation with people who are not used to that was very
Fun.
well. If you grow up like, like in public housing, where you don't have the money or time to invest in this kind of nonsense,
Yes. Yeah.
and your time is spent working to get out of public housing and raising kids and all of those things. And so I was with a bunch of my friends who were, and also from, like Jamaica, one of the girls from Jamaica, and they just looked at us and they just were like, I don't 100% understand everything that happens with your people, I think is what she said. And I laughed so hard because it was not what I expected someone to say it in the moment. And she wasn't serious, but
I'm really glad this is a troll because one of his ears is a little bit lower than the other, and I'm cool with it.
just lost an arm.
Do you need to go to the hospital?
No, it wasn't really me. But he went flying. I don't think that clearly I didn't pop this back in very well.
See, immediately I was thinking of it's a knife, but the tip of the knife, the back side of it is a fork. And they invented those for men who lost arms in the Civil War, so they could cut their food and then flip the knife over and stab with the fork and eat it. And I thought that's cool because now you get one of those.
Yeah, that's true.
Interesting. I would like a pulse cannon on my arm, if anything.
Not practical for every day. Like,
No, but it looks cool. It doesn't have to be real. I think I made an error though. If you want to look at this, in doing all of the line work, I circled the nipple and it looks so weird. I wasn't thinking. You think this looks as weird as I'm not sure how weird it looks right
You got to
now.
lift it up a little bit higher.
I saw before. It was subtle. It's a subtle nipple circle.
It's
Yeah,
like
there you
really
go.
out of focus. I'm not sure.
I think it's subtle. I think it's fine.
I guess we'll see how it looks all at once later.
You're all right.
I can't tell you how weird it looked at first when I realized I did it.
I think this is just going to be more nose.
The sentence I say often. I will be right back. I am doing laundry while this happens. And if I don't take my comforters out and put it in the dryer, I will forget and I will have nothing to sleep with tonight.
You go do
Happens
that.
to me often.
Blame it on the ADD.
Kyle says that he thinks your thing needs a tuxedo, Alan.
It doesn't need a tuxedo. I never should have said the whole vest thing out loud. I realize now that I've opened the door for tiny clothing.
Or maybe you realize that that's exactly what you need.
I don't.
Might be.
Oh.
Just might be.
Getting these long noses to not look penisy is the challenge.
I do not have penisy on my bingo card for the day.
I'm going for 45% less penisy.
What?
It's the nose. Look at the nose. It's you need to make it not penisy.
It is a very phallic looking nose.
Well, that's his nose.
Yeah,
Like-
that's true.
Like, look at my reference.
That is the source material.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so then you're excused if that's your source material. Okay, I hear you. Okay. Now this is my source material, and I just have to go with it. It's a penis nose.
That's right. Like I'm not.
It's not
I'm
my
not,
fault. It's just that's the reference.
I'm not making it bifurcated or anything at the end. It's
I don't even know that word.
there's not a hole there. There's not a cleft. Nothing. Just the good old nose end.
Yeah,
Sometimes
Alan comes in with big words sometimes, so I'll have to look up bifurcated.
Sometimes there's that cartilaginous spline line in the end of the nose.
Now you're just making up words.
No.
That's how you make a foreigner comfortable. Let's just use words that are made up.
I guess
All
this
words are
is.
made up.
Is this your second language?
Yes,
Okay. Yeah.
but I'm just kidding. Of course, you're welcome to teach me.
Oh, you don't want that.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess just Curtis has to teach me instead. Then.
You definitely don't want that. I can't even read.
Well, I have Darla. Okay.
Yeah.
Back in the 90s, we had a lot of Brazilian exchange workers at the amusement places that I worked. And one
Yep.
was a young lady from Brazil, and I told her that the word colon was like an American greeting, and it's perfectly fine to walk into a room and say colon, and yeah. So she did that for
No.
weeks before someone said, "Hey, by the way, Alan is a giant butthole."
I don't know. I don't know that I would say that that's okay. I would say it's maybe semi okay to say colon.
Semicolon.
There you go.
I was happy the eyes were big, but now eyelids are involved, and I'm unhappy again.
Blessing and a curse.
I'm back. Colon.
Welcome back.
Colon. That's right.
Is it considered customizing if I take a moment to make a shopping list for the sleepover that's happening in my house tonight?
Depends on if there's customizing needs in that shopping list.
Do it.
Like
I don't know, man.
if there's paint or brushes or something, then you're good.
Do it loudly on your ALEXA and make it add to all of our lists as well.
There you go. That's what Alan would do.
You're right. I wish that this material changed color when it cured, because I just spent way too long trying to shape already hardened epoxy. That if it were another color, I would know.
I wish I knew where my extra Anubis parts were. We'll see whose wish comes true first.
Probably you.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm pretty discombobulated today.
It's a really
Yeah,
great
I'm
board.
also a lot of hard words today. Yeah.
Sorry, Bill.
No, I'm really very advanced words and everything. That's me today. It's fine.
I think Tanya just like muted us when we started talking about tearing apart figures. He hasn't said anything.
I'm just listening because sometimes it is best just to listen.
I just assumed you were doing detail work.
I was there for a little while, yeah. I'm trying to do the skull on the center there without messing up what I did. Now I'm setting it up to take a picture for my boy. He said it looks pretty great other than the fact that it's the bears.
It's really cool that he's involved in that.
Oh, yeah.
The Bears were a really good team when I was a child.
They had a really good rap song.
And they had William the Refrigerator Perry, I recall.
Yep.
Yes, yes.
And now they're a different group that you plan to get together around each other.
Say that again?
That's right. That's right. Yes. Yeah, Dallas Bears. I'm working on their stuff like this week. I get to build a chariot.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You're going with like a Roman theme?
Yes. Gods and gladiators.
Mm.
Yeah. Costumes shall be spectacular.
I would say probably more fabulous.
Yes. Yes, folks. Okay. You want to see where I'm at?
Sure. Let's see. Maybe. There we go.
I've got my bits blended. Feel pretty good about this.
Yeah.
Wow, looks good.
Nice. Very nice.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I didn't find my Anubis parts, but I did find the Toth extra parts. That might work. Maybe. We'll see. Keep looking. I'm gonna look in all the places I think it could be, and then I'm gonna go out to the garage and look out there because there's a slim chance it could be out there. And then I'm gonna come back inside and find it in the first place that I looked.
Yes.
That's how this goes.
Or you can just ask Darla and let her tell you where it is to start with.
She's probably right.
That'd be a good idea.
Just saying.
Ooh, actually, these Jersey Devil hands might work.
You don't even need hands.
See, now again, I thought you said
Oh,
Jersey
no, they're
Devil
big.
pants.
Oh, I forgot. He's got big hands. He's got like
Big
blue
hands.
scale hands.
That's
Big
another
hand.
figure that I've spent forever trying to figure out what to do with for a custom. Took hours and got nowhere.
He would make a nice Jeepers Creepers.
Okay. I can't even believe that you missed a horror themed bracket on Friday.
Oh, I was working. Haunt was open.
That's true. It wasn't our best horror themed bracket anyway.
Well, and the question Alan should ask is, why would you do a horror themed bracket when you know that I've got the haunt open?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was Friday the 13th. Like, we had to. I think we were legally obligated to.
Absolutely. I get it.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt or like cut you off. I mean, I just feel like, see, you're quiet for a while, but then you just say the one very, very wise thing.
Mhm, mhm.
I think I'm ready to start painting.
Nice. You don't need to let that stuff like dry or anything.
This is okay. So this is steel stick. This is what I'm using. And literally in 5 minutes, it's hard plastic.
Wow.
So as long as you're confident in your sculpting and you're fast, then you're fine using it. But no, this is hard at this point.
Gotcha.
You know, like the last things that I put on are maybe a little soft, but those were just for blending. So by the time I get my paints together, figure out the brushes I'm going to use and the colors, it'll be ready to go.
Gotcha.
I did clean my setup. Look at how swanky my paint setup is now over there.
Awesome.
Meanwhile, I'm dropping shit everywhere.
Like when you're in school.
Yeah. I've got so many parts that have not sorted and put away in my bins that I just got like a baggies full of random parts. And yeah, none of them had the ones that I was looking for. So
I'm going to say that I have you beat there because having recently gone through stuff to try to figure out like some different bodies, they're still on the floor behind me where my like by the hair dryer, which
nice.
is to the side. There's like a bunch of them. There's some full pop and swaps, but still they're just like there.
I'm just hoping that somewhere in the world there's a meal table that's full of random parts. And that makes me feel not so bad.
It is. There is definitely, but I'm not gonna show it to just everyone. It's too embarrassing.
Yeah, no, you got to keep that for a select few.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I could handle seeing it. Like,
I
don't think I could. I don't think I could handle it.
Would it be like seeing like a field of beheaded friends?
Maybe.
Just limbs.
I hear you.
I think it would hurt my heart.
Yeah.
I'm just not sure
I'm
it could.
I don't think I should even comment that, my dear friend. I'm not gonna, provoke you. So I'm just gonna not show it, and you just have to realize that is out of love.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Mm.
Oh my goodness, yes.
Mm.
They say that a hero sails.
Andy, yes, the Bears. I hope you like it. I think he is finished.
Oh wow.
I will spray it and then let it dry, and then we will put it together. And hopefully Kevin will be able to take some pictures of it before long. I got to get the Lions one, the shield done though. We haven't even started on that.
That's really cool how you have those emblems on there. There's a lot of that has an enormous amount of blank space, and when you make a custom, I always feel like I want to I just can't freehand draw something with a brush.
Mm.
I'm just now learning how my monitor gets speckled in color.
Your monitor?
Yeah, that's my monitor right there that I'm painting right next to.
I hear you. Yeah, I'm with you.
That'll do it.
I've done it. I did it to a computer that I had from my job, and I had to it stopped working, but they would fix their computers and just give you a new laptop, and I had it handed in with splattered paint on it.
Nice.
Yeah, and nobody said anything to me. I was really relieved. I was kind of, I mean, I didn't really think I was going to get in trouble. But I was like, I don't want to explain this. Please don't make me explain this whole thing.
Yeah, so I have a ferret scanner for. I have a scanner, and I think I'm going to scan the torso of the troll so that I can sculpt a 3-headed mount for the 3 heads I'm doing on the 3-headed troll.
That's awesome.
Just that's like a technological step beyond what I do most of the time now. So I've got to learn those techniques.
I got bored of what I'm doing. I'm looking for something else to do.
And what are you doing next?
I don't know. I'm going to try a bunch of different heads and some bodies and see what I like, I think. That way I'll know if I really want to finish these head sculpts. So this was supposed to look like a robot, but I don't really know what it looks like. It's also too big for this head, this torso. I mean. See, reminded me kind of Dot Matrix from Spaceballs.
Calm the
See
Desert.
that?
Yeah. I mean, that's like my favorite movie. But I can't really... It's kind of a pain in the butt to paint this one. It's kind of cool, though. It's like a cyborg space elf.
Might have been smarter for me to blend his head into the color he already was rather than paint him like my reference, but here we are.
Lessons learned.
Yeah. I figure I have 40 minutes. Or is this the Sunday one that can go as long as it goes?
I would say we'll probably keep it either 2 to 3 hours. So we'll see. We'll see how everybody's doing.
I might have an hour and 40 minutes.
There you go. Or until as long as you need. You know, you can take 3 weeks like Tanya and I do.
No.
Yeah, that's actually fine.
I don't normally do that. That's not the power slop way.
I'm leaving in 5-6 minutes or so. I'm gonna go pick up my daughter.
I'm dumb. Dang it.
Dumb?
Yeah. I was working to get these Mythic Legion pauldrons in there, and then I remembered that I'm using these pauldrons that you sculpted.
Oh, so it's my fault.
No,
They're
I
horrible.
I was spending my time trying to work on something that I don't need anyway. So,
Oh,
but now I'm good. Now we're good.
at least we
Emil
got to talk and stuff.
Very remorseful.
He doesn't sound it really.
I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Thank you.
Look for some hands.
Well, I'm planning to paint figures at least. I have plenty of them in the planning stage.
How many do you usually have at once?
Well, maybe when I'm at it, in different stage, 10 maybe, 8 or 10. But I mean, they're in very different stages. Some of them not started painting on, you know.
Yeah, no.
When I start painting, I mean, I could paint on multiple figures at the same time, but you know, yeah, well,
I got you. I feel about the same.
it feels like the painting process is it takes way more time, the planning stages to do the figures. Like Tanya's fairy that I did, wow, that looked so different for so many months. It looked, I mean, it was super sensual, and then it was super scary, and then it was disgusting in a way that was horrible, and I was like, this could work. But then it, you know, and once it's time to paint it, then it's like, okay, now I have the painting plan for it, and then I just, you know, do it.
And it turned out amazingly beautiful.
I'm so happy that you feel that way. It meant the world. Yeah, it really did. Since you gave me that freedom of do whatever you want, and that's like, well, that can be anything. And you just smiled and said, do whatever you want. And I was like, okay, and better deliver. But it was so much fun. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. It was gorgeous. And now I have an Emil that is just Emils. It is not what I wanted. It is what it was in his mind.
That's cooler though, right? I think that's cooler.
Yes.
And it was a lot of fun to, you know, as soon as I posted it, that Jeremy Gerard reached out and said, like, we have something coming up that's very similar.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
Yes, that was completely.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was funny.
Yeah, it was very unexpected.
The 2 times that somebody's asked me to make something and told me to make whatever, I found it to
Yeah.
be like fun, but I don't know if stressful is the right word. But it's a lot not knowing where to start, you know?
That you're nervous. That's yeah, where you want to start. Yeah, a
Because you
piece
don't
of yeah,
go ahead.
piece of advice. That's
Yeah.
because I usually do that as well. I think about, you know, a couple of times I start thinking about what does this person really want, and
Right.
then you know, after having told myself and probably asked that person too many times because of insecurity, like, are you sure you mean anything? And once you're you're okay with, you know, really trusting that, then the real fun starts, because then it's like, okay, well, what do I want to do? Well, I would love to do something like this, and then the fun is, and then you can remove the stress, I would assume.
Right. I think the stress for me was like, do they like cosmic? Do they want a cosmic? Do they want a knight? Like having no guidance at all. One was for
So,
Van, so I knew it had to be purple. That wasn't too difficult. Um, but like, yeah, like that's like the weird part for me.
but that makes sense.
Definitely lost something.
Oh, don't. Hey guys, my time is up. So take care, everyone.
You too.
Nice hanging out for a bit.
It was good to hang out. Emil, be
Take care.
careful.
Thank you. You too.
That's looking cool,
I'm
Curtis.
I'm sitting here having a full on conversation with you guys, and I was muted. Yeah, I'm like, why is nobody responding to me? They really must not like me. This is my build for my samurai kitsune. So,
I like that.
That looks
so
good.
no paint yet or anything, but yeah.
Can I tell you something that I want on that you absolutely should not do?
What's that?
A top knot that's a little foxtail.
Gotcha.
The
Yeah,
samurai have top knots.
that is not a bad idea actually. I might.
I don't think you should do it.
Well, I got the one from what is that? From Attila or no Atlas? I could maybe steal that one for him, and then I would just have to Dremel it in. It's already sculpted. It's actually not a bad idea.
I do think samurais look cool with top knots.
This is true. This is true.
There is a samurai head. Is that the samurai head or the old man kitsune head?
This is the one with the eye patch.
That's funny that because there is like I don't mean that in a critical way if it sounded that way, but there is the samurai head with the mask, right? I have that one.
I don't know. Maybe. I've had this head for a while with the eye patch, and I've always wanted to make it into a samurai. So,
Interesting.
and this commission gave me the opportunity to do that. So
That is the only one of the kitsune heads I've never painted.
oh yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. I never bought it for some reason.
Yep. It looks fun. All right. Now I need to look through my heads and see if I've got that one that Alan was talking about.
This neck piece just went flying off this figure, and I don't see it anywhere.
Oh, it escaped.
Well, I mean, I can't work on fitting a head over onto this body without figuring. The whole point was figuring out what goes over the piece.
Escape.
I'm just gonna go under my desk for a little bit, guys. I'll be back at some point.
Have fun.
Yeah, I was under mine a little bit ago. Right now I'm looking through my head pile.
Don't listen, Tanya.
I'm not. No, that's the pile. That's the extras that he's got. That's not coming off of an actual figure that he doesn't have but one of.
Well, I did just pull the feet off of this Anubis that I only have one of. So
Killing me. You're killing me. You're killing me. You're killing me.
Whenever I found it, and I found a sneaker and a hand.
it's not really a top knot though. It's more of a like a ponytail. But I think I could make it into a top knot.
And is your goal there to use only Mythic Legion's parts?
Oh no, I've got 3D printed head, pauldrons, and swords. So, but if I can use Mythic Legion parts, I try to. Ooh, I think that's actually going to look good. Show that. I'll have to figure out a way to attach it, but like.
Oh, that does look good, dude.
Yeah, I think that'll look nice. I just got to figure out the right spot and the right shape to get that to wedge in there. So very nice.
I love trolls. Trolls. One of those times I wish my mic was muted. That was totally out loud.
All right. Time to Dremel a hole in this guy. This is the part where I take the only version of this sculpt that I have and see if I can try not to ruin it.
Now that I've done a lot.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna mute myself.
I said you shouldn't do it. Remember, that was my leading word.
I do remember you saying that. Yeah.
I'm getting frustrated. I'm gonna start getting cranky.
That'll be fun.
I won't really, but
Oh, good.
this body is like a little tricky. I can't think of the name of the first character. That was the cosmic character that had it, but it's also the Kern Ray body because it's got a smaller neck, and it's like a 1.0, but it's like a little bit smaller. So getting the right head to look, like I don't think I finished any of those sentences.
No,
Right. I'm hoping that the point came across.
I'm with you.
I picked
Tanya,
up nothing.
you love making female figures. Have you used this body for anything?
The 1.0.
Yeah.
I did one. I did one custom with that one. Yeah.
I've made it like 2, but this is the first time I found myself really trapped. I had to. I don't know why. Is that a thing, or is it just me? Right? I'm just looking for somebody to back me up.
I mean, yeah, you get trapped in what you're in your mind and what you think, and then you're trying to figure out how to create what is in your mind, and you have a hard time doing that.
No, I meant, well, yes, but I just mean scaling something. Like everything looks too big or too small to me right now. Because it's like
Oh.
the heads are like, it's like, this is clearly too big and looks like it should be on like for a female figure.
Right.
Well, mythic and cosmic heads tend to run a little bit big anyway. So it's kind of a battle between what you expect to see in reality versus what is right in the line. So sometimes it'll look too big and sometimes it'll look too small. And it's actually just right.
But like if you look at this, I guess this actually kind of works, even though it's for a 2.0 body. Because it scales okay.
Can you embiggen him?
Yeah.
Like
I
this is
can't-
what I mean. Sometimes this is what I get confused with this figure. Unless I've probably put like a monster head on it every time to kind of get away from that. But
I think that looks great.
I think that looks great too.
yeah, this
That-
does scale pretty well actually.
Yeah, that's a good head size.
Thanks. I needed some I don't know what the word is.
Validation.
Validation and reassurance. While I had people to do it. Instead of just like me here alone. I lost the other neck. There you go. Oh, actually. But how about this? What if I make it like a cosmic? This is not going to work yet. Hold on.
I think Jay froze and he's still embiggened. Oh, no,
he's
he didn't.
working.
I just need to unbiggen me. I have too much blue tech.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to explain myself better. So every single time that I make a custom, the entire time I've been customizing, I have always started with a head. And it's pretty much been a 3D printed head. And lately, I've just been doing the bodies and then separately painting a bunch of heads, which has led me to never feel like anything is finished. So that's why I was like enjoying the brainstorming process with other people. But now I have to probably heat this up to get it down a little bit. But what about if this was like a cosmic mama bear?
How
Oh,
your
cool.
brain does go. Okay. Cool.
Right?
Yeah, I like it.
Maybe I'll do that.
Cosmic Mama Bear is somebody's dancing name somewhere.
I'm gonna claim that one.
Welcome now to the main stage, Cosmic Mama.
Son of a gun.
Why such harsh language?
Oh. That's what happens when you try to do something too quickly.
Saying.
That's cool. I have almost no, I have very few female heads, I'm realizing.
There's just not as many out there, in all honesty.
Yeah, but like 3D, I only ever use 3D printed heads, I think pretty much entirely. And I have almost none.
Well,
It's
that's
weird.
a shame. Because there's
Well,
some pretty amazing female heads out there.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna Zoocon, I'll grab a bunch. I mean, I've used them, but I have an axolotl, actually. That is
What's an axolotl?
It's this, like I guess it's an amphibian creature that
Yes,
is native to
you.
Mexico.
It's like a
yeah.
newt. Yes.
Yes.
In my head, I could not get past an atlatl, which is a throwing weapon, and an Archaeopteryx, which is a bird, monster, dinosaur. So I that A word was not falling into place with the other A words.
I actually really love how this looks. Wow.
Then you got some painting to do.
Maybe, yeah.
That head looks like it's running really fast, even though it's still.
It does. It does. I have two. I had one without the feathers that I did. That Old School Customs did that. My daughter loves axolotls like a lot. She has a gigantic stuffed axolotl that she.
They're a very popular animal right now.
Right. I was gonna say it's interesting because they're very endangered. But also, people are studying them because they can. People are studying them, I believe. I don't remember what disease, but they they heal completely, like regrow limbs and all of these things more than other animals do.
Faster.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Faster. Yeah, more is not clearly not the right word. Science is crazy.
Alexa, what time is it?
The current time is 1:46 p.m.
That's central for everybody out there watching.
I was
Yes,
confused. I figured it out.
I'm Central Time.
I was 100% staring at my computer, wondering what was happening.
It's so like we're all in the same room.
Curtis, Jesse has a message for you.
All right, let's see. Curtis definitely needs to claim the name because I've seen it way too up close and personal. Okay. All right. I guess
Cosmic
that's
Mama
the
Bear.
Cosmic Mama Bear. You've seen that? All right.
Oh, I have a head. Hey. This one's really perfect. Maybe. Ah, shit. All right, so check that out, though. There we go. Because I wanted a mythic head because I did all these female cosmic bodies. That, I think, is going to be it.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that works.
Let's show them some tabletop game.
All right, Alan. I'm gonna say that you were right when you said I should do it, not when you said that I shouldn't do it.
Oh my gosh, that looks so good.
It's killer, dude.
Yeah, that does look amazing.
And now that that head is different than any other version of it. You know,
That's true. It's true.
that looks great.
I am happy with that. That's the beauty of having this call. Get many eyes on these things. So
Don't forget I told you. Don't forget I told you not to. So that guy's an idiot. So I am base painted on this guy.
Yeah.
And now I've got to start switching to cooler skin tones. I think I've warmed him up too much.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to go to cooler skin tones and start bringing his temperature down and start getting into some details.
Nice. One thing I'm not sure about this is I get this guy having leather gloves on, and I think I want to go with bare hands, but that means I need to go find my Anubis parts, which I think are in the garage. So yeah. There's that. I will do that after we're done. So right now I will move on to the next thing I got to work on. And that is trying to figure out how to shape this crossbow. I'm kind of thinking that I like the retailer Anubis and Bastet better. So maybe I just need to, just get that and then tear this one all apart. That
Well,
might be the
you've
way to
already
go.
done that.
Yeah,
Tanya's so traumatized.
but I was just temporarily tearing it apart. Now I think I'm going to permanently tear it apart. But it also means that I didn't have to open up a Bastet because I could have just used the one I had on display. Damn it. Oh well. Yeah, Tanya's going to need therapy after this episode.
Well, I am almost positive that you can find something to do with that other Bastet.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
If not,
trying to
I
not.
know somebody who can.
Yeah. I was trying to tell myself that I didn't want the retailer version, but I do think I like the retailer version better.
Okay, so I was using my hair dryer, so I muted myself. The second I turned it off, I heard. Did somebody just say cocaine, or did I just make that up?
No, you totally made that up.
Okay, you're not talking about. That's good. That's good. Keeping it
No.
wholesome.
Yeah, we
Is that on
did
your
not,
list?
we did not talk about that. Not today, anyway.
Is that on your list for your sleepover supplies?
But
Dude,
maybe.
I've never hosted a sleepover for my daughter and her friend. I'm a little bit like, I'm not nervous, but I do want to make sure it goes well. Balancing being a mom and a dad at the same time is an interesting way to live.
I bet.
Not that bad. I mean, I certainly wouldn't have made all of these female figures if it wasn't for having a daughter. So I don't think I would have made like 5 in a row. Like, this is all that I have done lately is all of these girls. I mean, this one's kind of a monster more than anything, but
It's a girl monster.
yeah.
Mm.
Which is why I need to get more female figures, because I have like one arm and one leg and a bunch of wrists and like uneven amount of feet left. I don't know how that happens.
Okay. Well, shoot. Lost one of my Dremel bits. It's got to be around here somewhere. Under all this pile of crap.
Hey, Gina. Yeah, I've got painting clothes too. We obviously, if you've watched the show, you know that I cannot keep from spilling paint or getting paint on everything. So I have painting clothes too.
I do, but I forgot to put them on today, so it's a good thing that I'm not painting.
Yeah.
Most
I've
of my
come-
clothes are painting clothes.
Me too. I have come to the point that everything that is comfortable that I wear around the house has become painting clothes. So if like it's a regular day and somebody like rings the doorbell, which doesn't really happen that often, I will open the door covered like in clothes covered in paint.
Yeah.
But yes, I am with you. I am too messy to paint in my regular clothes. Been there, done that.
Mhm.
Earlier, when my mic was muted, I had a long conversation about his butt cheeks and should they be the color of the armored skin because he sits down a lot on hard surfaces, or should they be the color of the pliable skin because it is his butt cheeks and they have to move around a lot like that to be flexible. So there you go.
I don't have an answer to that other than it's really disappointing that you were muted.
Yeah, that's true. Did you come to a decision?
I decided either was fine because of the appropriateness of both.
Oh, okay.
So then I realized I probably should not hyperfixate on a troll's buttocks.
I don't know. Maybe that's an appropriate thing to do sometimes.
Okay, that cooled him down nicely. Time for them eyes, though.
Tina said she was like gonna.
Well, Gina, now I'm wondering what you're working on.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to
Is
join, and I got
is
this
it a
button and I realized
dio? Is it a what are you working on? Inquiring minds want to know. Kyle asked if the troll does squats.
Well, that would affect his butt cheek skin color, wouldn't it?
It would.
I would say I don't think trolls work out per se. I think they have a natural physique. They don't work out.
There you go.
And I don't think trolls make it past their 20s in order to find out what old trolls look like.
Hmm. Gina said Dio pieces. If my experiments come out good, we'll have them at the tables. I'm sure I'll post them if they come out like I expect.
Fun.
Yeah.
I love how these paint colors are named. I just reached for color and I didn't like how it looked like it separated, and it was called Amethyst Rose. So I picked a color that looked almost identical, and I grabbed it, and its name is Murderous Magenta. So one
I
was
like that.
designed
one.
for a different market than the other. Open wide. Paint your mouth. Okay.
Is my dryer super loud? Can you hear that?
No.
Great. Be right back.
That's getting there.
Yeah, looks good.
Okay. Curtis, I apologize for all the atrocities these brushes have seen.
That's all right.
I am still on my first box, though.
That's impressive.
Yeah, I think so. Considering I was an early adopter.
Mm-hmm. And your history with brush maintenance.
Total brush destruction.
Yeah.
I need to run and get glasses before I start really getting to the eyes, or I'll be in trouble.
Hmm.
I got my Zoom booms, but I need little glasses under them for this to work.
Yeah.
I'll be
So
back.
you were saying you had an appointment at the optometrist for a moment.
No, I just have to. I need them in my life.
Kyle said, I think the Embiggen was scared of Alan's troll for a second. So Alan is in the top right corner. So when I try to Embiggen him, like sometimes it doesn't work. So I got to keep tapping it. And then if it does Embiggen him, the spot to Ensmallen him is in the same exact spot because he's in the top right corner. So yeah, it sometimes makes it difficult to Embiggen him correctly. Let's see. Hedgie is here, says, when do you guys talk about old movies? That's not really the show. So
We have in the past.
I did.
We have.
I will say I did hijack his show yesterday, and we just talked about music for almost the entire show and not toys.
Mm.
That wasn't my intention.
It'll happen.
I mean, I shouldn't say hijack. It was just a conversation.
You didn't like hold him at gunpoint or anything.
No, I mean, I just like to think of it as my fault.
Gotcha.
My own amusement. It was fun though. It was a nice talk about concerts we went to and stuff.
If you weren't there, they were probably just gonna like talk about wrestling and stuff anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, I don't have anything to say about wrestling, so there you go.
Darla is headed to California later this week, and so it'll be the first time that I've been home alone for a while, and I've got to figure out what I'm capable of making for dinner so that we can get that when grocery shopping tomorrow. And I'm not sure exactly what I'm capable of.
You can get microwavable dinners, or just get takeout.
Kind of what I'm thinking is something easy to throw in the microwave, or I don't know, maybe even like a frozen pizza or something.
You should do a live of your first few times trying to figure out how to have dinner. Your daughter's in California, is that right?
Our oldest daughter and son are in California. Yeah.
Oh. So that's fun.
Yeah. And she's visiting our grandbaby for the first time too.
Oh, I didn't. Right, that makes sense. I didn't realize that that baby was in California because I don't know where your
Yeah.
family lives. So it's a good reason that I didn't. It'd be weird if I did.
Yeah, our oldest two are in California. That's from Darla's first marriage. And then our other four are here, and that's from my first marriage.
Gotcha.
and our daughter in California is the one that just had a baby this January. So
It's very exciting.
yeah, she's pretty excited for sure.
I've heard that being a grandparent is the most fun part of parenting. That's what my dad told me. So that was kind of a fucked up thing to say, but you know, that's my dad for you. That's where I got it from.
Well, you get all the fun of hanging out with the kid without the having to actually deal with all the raising them and whatnot. So I can see that.
Yeah. That's what everybody says. Yeah, and like my daughter was young. They had a lot of fun together.
Plus, then you can just hop them up on candy and then send them home.
Right. And then also like you can spoil them in ways you would never spoil your own child and not worry about like the repercussions of it.
Mm-hmm.
Is what I found out.
Well, I think by the time you become a grandparent, you have slightly more disposable income than you did as a parent. So you can also, spend more.
True. My daughter is also the first of five grandkids. So she got a lot of extra attention.
Ah, gotcha.
Which is, that's the lesson. The best thing to do is to be the child who has the first one. That way your child will get the most attention. Another lesson I've learned. That's not a real lesson.
We're sharing all kinds of lessons today.
Listen, man, Sophie is the way she is because of myself and also because of my dad. My dad taught her all of that sarcasm way too young. Because, like, way too young. But also, like, I enjoy it. I appreciate it. He passed away, so I'm glad that that's, like, one of the recollections she has.
Yeah.
Because he taught it to me, too. And in a respectful way. He taught it to her in a respectful way. And not so much to me, but, like, it's different, I guess, when you're raising your own son.
Now, I just looked over and saw that Tanya's not painting details and she's still being quiet. So I don't know what's going on.
I'm sorry. I feel like I talk too much then and Tanya's being quiet.
I understand when she's quiet when she's painting details, but she was just like slapping some wash around or something. I'm like, she still ain't saying nothing.
I'm sorry. We're trying to get rooms and stuff for the wedding. My son is texting me. I'm doing a couple of different things while I'm on.
You're multitasking. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Whose wedding?
My second goddaughter. My first goddaughter got married in November, and my second one is getting married in March.
Oh wow.
And
congratulations.
she is we're having to travel out of town for this one. So just trying to make sure that we know, like, if my son is staying with us, is he staying with his girlfriend, or is she going, all the stuff. So there's just a lot. They're trying to nail down
Where is it?
It's in Wilmington, so it's down towards the beach.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think Emil's daughter's like one of the there's a TV show that's about the Outer Banks, and it's made down there. So.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we're we're headed down there for the wedding. That's the second weekend in March. Third weekend in March is MuskeCon, and fourth weekend in March is Toylanta. So
I wish I could go to those two.
Big month.
we are on the road the entire month of March.
That's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Talk Trevor into coming to MuskeCon and hitch a ride with him.
Yeah. I will get there. I will get there one day.
Yeah, we are.
I don't know actually how far that is from me, but Toylanta seems like it's far. I'd have to fly. I don't know if I have to fly. I guess I'd have to fly either way.
MuskeCon would be about, I think from I remember from Trevor, it's like 13 hours.
Yeah, that's drivable. Because I know people who drove from this is Michigan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody drove who's right by MuskeCon. Dusty, I think. He said he drove.
He's down in Indiana, but Alexander is up by MuskeCon. Alexander and all the My Wife Is Gonna Kill Me guys.
Okay.
DeShaw.
Yeah, that's right. That is actually what I meant.
Yeah, it's about 12, 13 hours for us to go to MuskeCon. But it's a fun show.
It seems like a lot of fun. Plus, that's a place where Darla has capes, and she only has capes at 2 things a year, right?
Well, this year it'll be 3 times because she'll have some at CarverCon as well. So
I'll be there for that. See, 13 hours is just too much to do on your own, obviously. I could almost push it still, but I would be driving on my own.
If you took the time, then you could stop overnight and split the drive up.
That's what we do.
Is it? I don't think I would want to do that.
We drive into Columbus, Ohio, and spend the night there, and then we get up the next morning and drive on into.
yeah, when I go to Jersey in November, I just drive straight through. I'd rather get it all done and get there. So
Yeah, when I was a kid, we drove to Florida a few times and stayed over, and for whatever reason, that experience made me want to not do that as an adult. I'm sure I'll change my mind at some point when I'm older, but
I like leaving when I leave for Legion's Con. We'll leave in the evening and then drive all through the night while there's like nobody on the road, and then we get there, before noon the next day, and then we've got the rest of the day to kind of recover. So yeah, that's what I like to do.
sounds like a nice routine.
If I woke up and then still had to drive like another half of the way, that would not be happy, Curtis.
We actually enjoy it because there's a little place to eat there in Columbus that we like to go to all the time. And
Us too. Me and the wife, we love road trips together.
yeah. So for us, it's kind of like, yeah, let's do this.
So
And
you
we
guys make a little adventure out of it, though.
We
You like
do.
find places to stop and everything.
Right.
When Darla and I are traveling, it's like we just want to get to the destination.
Yeah, no, we are adventurers. We like to adventure. We like to go and do and see new places and all the stuff. So yeah, it's a lot of fun for us.
Yeah, you guys are cute.
I'm going to CarverCon with Steph, so maybe him and I will do stuff like that and pretend we're a couple.
That'll work.
He did tell me Trevor had mentioned, like, if I decided that I wanted to go to ZoloCon, to let him know. And I wasn't sure at the time because just like the weekends I have with my daughter, and then it wound up, I'm pretty sure I have that weekend. So I messaged him and he did not write me back, but Steph messaged me back in 5 minutes saying, "You're coming, let's go." And then he wrote, "It's a date." And I was like, well, where then? So, I have to dress nice.
Kyle said, "Can't wait for CarverCon because it's the closest to Cincy, 2 hours away." So
Be my first time in Ohio.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trips we've got planned this year. March is full, and then July we're going to CarverCon, and then we're going to Legion's Con again this year. I mean, I'm looking forward to all the trips.
mhm.
But yeah, the trip to MesquiCon is definitely the longest, but again, it's a lot of fun. We stop, we have fun.
How long is that? Like, if you did that in one shot, how long would that be for you?
For us, I think it's around 12 or 12 and a half, 13 hours.
We used to do a lot more shows than we do now for my haunt business.
Mm-hmm.
Do one in Columbus. That was a 24-hour drive. And we drove that.
Sounds like fun.
And we ended up splitting it most of the time recently. We used to just one-shot it, but you're just so wiped out the next day.
See, I kind of figure like if I split it up, it's going to take 2 days. Or if I drive it in one day and I'm wiped out the next day, it's still 2 days, but at least the second day I'm in the place I want to be. So,
Yeah, but then there's no adventure. There's no, let's go do something fun. Let's see something on the way.
yeah, I think it's adorable that you guys do that. That's just not for me. I want to adventure in the final destination, not along the way.
I get it.
I used to do that. Last time I took a long drive was to Charlotte, and now we stopped off at a bunch of different places.
That's a dream vacation that I'm working on getting booked for me and the wife is flying to San Diego, spend some time with the family who we have there, and then drive up the coastal highway. Just up
that's
all the way to Oregon.
Oh, nice.
That's something to do, man. I've wanted to do that forever too.
Well, in June they're doing that Pacific Northwest meetup.
Yeah,
up in Oregon, and yeah, they've got a bunch of stuff planned up there. Sounds like it'll be pretty nice. That'd be a good time to do that. I guess they're going to like the spot like where the Goonies was filmed, like on the beach and stuff. And
we actually stayed in a bed and breakfast there the last time I went to the West Coast Haunters Convention.
Oh, nice.
That was awesome. We were in our hotel room and we're watching a sea lion go by. Like, wow, a sea lion! And we were like working to get a glimpse. And then we drove like a block and there was 80 sea lions hanging out.
Yeah, I will say the toy department. When we go to when we've been to Atlanta before or to Columbus before, we've gone to the toy department there in Fairfield. That's really, really good.
I've heard it's nice.
Yeah, it's a great little toy store.
What city is CarverCon in?
Columbus. Well, it's like right outside of Columbus.
Yeah, 30 minutes outside of Columbus, I think.
Okay. Yeah, because like the Columbus Convention Center, there's a place that's where my haunt show used to be, and that was there's a place called the North Market. Really good food and ice cream.
Oh. Gina said, next time I play with stain, I'm wearing my sleeves. Currently trying to figure out what's stain, what's freckles on my arm. You poor thing.
I need to check out the toy department because somebody told me they might have a Mondo Buzz off there.
I
Which I
spaced
need to
out
find.
from in my own thoughts, but what department? Where's that?
Toy department
Sorry.
in yeah, is it in Cincinnati?
It's just outside of Cincinnati. Yeah, it's in a little town called Fairfield, and it's just right outside of Cincinnati, Ohio.
Oh,
And it is it's a nice little place.
cool. But like store, but the old Jersey, so the ones by me. I have to make it down actually to. I can't think of the name of it. There's the one that like Dub and G are always at. Chubsy
RetroCon.
onesies.
Oh,
RetroCon?
Chubsy's. Oh, gotcha. I
Yeah.
thought you were talking about a convention. Yes,
No.
Chubsy's.
Yeah, I need to get down there.
Yeah, Chubsy's is actually in right close to the hotel where we stay at for Allegiance Con.
Yeah, I know. Josh Brown, who I was hanging out with a lot of the time there, had done like a live, and but I was supposed to go with them, and he didn't tell me when he was leaving. He just left. So we're actually not cool anymore. I stopped talking to him. It's not true at all. He was busy, had his son and stuff, but yeah, they meet up there all the time. I guess I gotta go. That
Yeah,
seems like a
it's,
doable drive to say what's up. I don't see those guys.
Yeah, it's in Little Falls. It's real close to the studio.
It's a neat place to go to.
Yeah, the only problem is like his hours are really weird. Like it'll be like Tuesday they don't open, Wednesday they open at 1, Thursday they open at 11. Like it's all over the place.
But is it always the same, or just random?
It's the same each week, but it's different
Okay.
every single day.
Well, as long as you can plan for it. Whoa, what was that?
But like the week of Legion's Con, for those of us that get in early, like we try to go there like on Tuesday or Wednesday, and it's either not open or it opens up late. And it's like, man, like this would be like the perfect week to just be open, because
Yeah.
people are trying to find something to do.
Has anyone called and told him?
I mean, he knows. I mean, he's big in the Legions world. But I'm sure, it's a mom and pop, and I'm sure they're kind of working around other things in their schedule. So, it is what it is. But yeah, if I was running a business near there and I knew that people were coming in for Legion's Con, I would have as much open availability that week as possible, just because people are looking for something to do.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I always say when you're trying a new color, don't like start in the middle of the face, just because. Just because.
So how many times have you said that though?
A bunch. I teach.
Really?
Yeah, I teach.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So, you just mix the color. You don't know how much is on your brush, and I always just start in the nose. And now I'm fixing it.
Kyle, if you end up going and you look, that would be cool, but don't make a special trip just for that. But I am looking for a Mondo Buzz off if anybody has one out there for a reasonable price.
You don't say.
Yeah. I don't tell that many people.
Mm-hmm.
Try to keep it to myself a little bit. They blew me off. I tried emailing them. They're
Well,
like, yeah, hit the notify button. Like, all right. Did that. Thanks. Even message, they've got like a YouTube channel that they go live each week, kind of talk about upcoming releases and stuff. I even messaged like that YouTube channel and they just left me on red. I'm like, sorry, buddy.
once the channel gets over a certain amount, it's real tough to get a response from them.
Yeah, I guess I haven't hit that spot yet. I check my YouTube studio each day, and just if there's any unresponded comments, I make sure that I get on that. So
That's great, and that's a good practice. But there will come a time where there's too many.
yeah, I can see that. Luckily, I have not hit that time yet.
Yeah, my big channel with a 170K is I hit the ones on the latest video.
Yeah. Yeah, at that point, you'd almost need to have somebody that just that's their job is answering that stuff.
I did for a while, but with job creep, other things become more important for them to be doing even.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay. This is adding the red really started making him feel more alive. Like he was pretty flat before,
Yeah.
but the red I'm putting in here, I'm happy with.
Did you ever do any of the stuff like I know guys out there that like research like what's the best thumbnail to put on there? What's the best title of your video and all that kind of stuff? Did you ever get into that or just
Yeah, actually, I have. Yeah, and
Gotcha.
I'm in the DIY space, so
Okay.
And I'm in a niche market, so I have a big advantage there. But all of my main channel's videos are outlined in like lime green, like bright fluorescent green.
Gotcha.
There's a border around them, so mine are easy to pick out. So at least if you like my stuff, then it's pretty easy to find more of my videos.
Yeah,
And
see, that's
yeah.
smart. I've never looked at any of that stuff. I'm just like, I'm gonna put stuff out there. People like it, great. If they don't, they don't. Like,
Yeah, well,
but
and
it's
that's
probably
fine.
smart to do that, though.
And you'll build a pure audience that way. With do you even do any shorts?
No.
Yeah, see, that's shorts is where you need to be right now for growth. But I don't even do shorts right now. I'll probably get to a point where I start. I'm about to try and free up some time so I have more time to invest back in YouTube because that could be someone's salary if I really get it going.
Right.
I'll say this as somebody who has a channel that he hasn't updated in a really long time. It has like 50 viewers and doesn't really pay any attention. And like everything that you're talking, like my thumbnails are ugly as hell. I will post a short and I think I have one that's got like 90K views.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which is
shorts
mind-boggling to me.
Shorts are great to bring new people to your channel.
I don't know if that happens, but the views are cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want people to be naked while they're watching my videos.
Well, okay.
You said brings nude people to the channel, right?
I did say that. Yes. Yeah. I don't mind if they're naked. They can do what they want.
That's true. That's true. Who am I to judge?
Yeah.
No, I know. I probably should be doing shorts. I just I don't even know what I would do it on or how to do it or what. I don't know.
What you do is you take take one of your long form shows.
Yeah.
Maybe this one, but this one might be harder to pull clips out of. And then use something called Opus Clip. and then use Opus Clip. Opus Clip is an AI that will scan the whole thing and pull clips that it thinks it can get some traction on.
Is that an app?
Yes. And then it will fabricate those for you.
Okay.
And then you can kind of post them as shorts.
Interesting.
That's how a lot of them are done. Whether it's Opus Clip or another app, I like Opus Clip. I would also recommend you spend the $20 a month and get a subscription to something called TubeBuddy, which really helps you with analytics, and it helps you with like keyword searches and that kind of stuff. And
that sounds useful.
That's another app.
It's a tool service deal.
Okay.
Yeah. TubeBuddy. Yes.
Analytics like that are clutch if you're doing stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which I know from other people. I'm going to mute myself for a second. I need to take this guy apart.
I need to think about what I've done. Okay. Yeah, I have my main channel. It's a medium channel. I mean, I've got my play button. That's cool. I think I could get it to 1 million if I put effort back into it, and I need to start doing that. Okay, I'm wetting my eyes.
Alrighty. Kevin says he just finished watching Wonder Man. Said it might be the best MCU he's seen in a while. So
I really liked when I heard that MCU was like, hey, we screwed up and we produced too many hours of content, meaning we spread our creativity too thin and it wasn't good. And we're going to tighten up. We're going to produce less and make it good. And so far, it seems like they are doing that.
it's good to have that kind of self-awareness.
But, there was a lot of Marvel fatigue talk there for a while.
Yeah.
I think they're they can't go into Doomsday with that happening,
Right.
So they almost have to delay Doomsday until they put out good content, which makes them want to circle back.
Are you talking about Wonder Man?
Yeah.
I watched the first episode of that.
Yeah, Kevin was just saying in the comments that it might be the best MCU he's seen in a while. So
Yeah, that's what I heard. I need to probably catch up on it this week.
of course him and Tanya skipped Deadpool and Wolverine though. So
I have seen Deadpool and Wolverine. I have seen it. I did not like it. Kevin thought I was crazy. I thought it was ridiculous. I've seen it.
I don't know how much I can trust their judgment.
It was fun. I'm not going to say it was great, but it was fun.
I loved it. But I also loved Loki a lot. So I really enjoyed the TVA being in it. And I like that. Like, I like that they made an excuse to be as ridiculous as possible. But
It felt very comic booky the way that it was ridiculous.
yeah. I mean, and
Kevin
all
said
the
it was a little slow at first, but he really enjoyed it, and he thought I was ridiculous for not liking it. So, yes,
but didn't
we
it
did
start
watch
off
it.
with him digging up the grave of. I guess that wasn't the very beginning.
Yeah, it was.
Was it? That's not slow. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's that's the dance scene. That's
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
where
pretty
he's
awesome.
using the bones of Logan to
Yeah.
fight the guys. Yeah, that's the very first of it.
With the
Yeah,
man doing the
that
bye
might
bye
be
bye dance.
that might be one of the best beginnings of a movie ever.
I mean, it's definitely the best beginning of a superhero movie ever.
Oh my goodness.
Doesn't sound like you liked it.
I did not. It was not my favorite.
It's fair.
But I'm glad other people did.
I mean, it's very true to the Deadpool comic. It's something that would absolutely happen in a Deadpool comic book. And that I appreciated because, a lot of these movies are not terribly. Also, Fantastic Four was really good. Do you guys not like that?
I enjoyed it.
Kevin said he wished he'd watched it before the lawsuit came out. The Nice Pool stuff was creepy.
All right.
Hmm.
I don't really pay attention to the news, so I don't know.
Took me a moment. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know what the lawsuit stuff is.
I also thought the Thunderbolts was really good. I think that
Thunderbolts was awesome.
Thunderbolts was great. It was like a analogy for mental illness. I thought that was really, really, really cool and smart and different.
I don't think it was an analogy. It was just mental illness.
Yeah, I said analogy. That's not the right word. I just said a word because I didn't feel like searching for the right word. But yeah, I mean, it was really great. Every character, I enjoyed it. I liked the Fantastic Four. I did not like Captain America: Brave New World. I don't know how you guys felt about that.
I wasn't a huge fan. I thought that the Red Hulk looked great, but the movie itself was not amazing.
Well, the leader didn't look great.
No,
No,
he did not.
No, it did not. Just go with the lead.
Anthony.
And I
I'm
saw
sorry.
that they had done it a different way at first, and it looked fantastic, and they decided not to use that, and they used what they went with instead. And yeah, they should have stuck with their first instinct.
I don't think Anthony Mackie has any charisma. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of what's his name as the leader. I didn't think he was a very interesting bad guy. There was
Is that
nothing I
Paul
liked.
Giamatti?
No.
But it's another indie actor from around the same era.
I can't remember his name, but it's
He
definitely
was
not Paul Giamatti.
he was in that Coen Brothers movie with the music singing. God, my brain just broke. I can't
Chicago?
think of the name. No. The Coen Brothers movie with the music from the Southern, with George Clooney and John Turturro. I love this movie.
Oh, brother, where art thou?
Yeah, I almost said No Country for Old Men. That's a different movie. Yeah, he was the other person in that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Sam something, not Sam Elliott. That's not Sam Elliott.
No.
Sam Elliott was in another Coen Brothers movie though. He was in Lebowski.
Pretty sure my wife was just yelling that at the screen because she knows.
We ain't one at a time in here. We're mass communicating. That's one of my favorite parts from Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Oh, Kevin said the slow comment was about Wonder Man. Yeah, I thought the first episode was slow. I could see it was setting something up that looked interesting, but that's why I didn't start the second one right away. I heard good things, so I was planning on it, but I'm kind of hoping to convince my daughter to watch it with me because we've watched every MCU thing together aside from some shows she wasn't interested in.
Cool.
Although I also skipped some shows after a while. Tanya, what's your favorite MCU? If you didn't like the recent stuff very much.
Favorite MCU. Honestly, I can't remember. Yeah, so we saw Thor of Love and Thunder,
Mm-hmm.
and I have
Sorry.
not. I have not watched another MCU movie since then, except for I did watch the Wolverine and Deadpool, or Deadpool and Wolverine, and then Kevin did talk me into, after that, Kevin did talk me into watching some of the TV shows that they did, but then all the people in that were stars in shows and stars in movies decided that they wanted to jump on the political bandwagon, and I decided, you know what, I didn't have to pay for that. I didn't have to pay them to act in movies and then listen to their rhetoric, because I really didn't care what they thought and didn't think that they should be talking about things that they don't know anything about. And so I just stopped watching and doing anything with movies and TV shows and all that stuff. So now if it's on YouTube and it's my friends, and I watch them because I want to support them.
Gotcha.
I will agree with the, celebrities when they try to quote unquote use their platform. It's like, you don't know what the hell you're talking about, and I just do the thing that we pay you to do.
Yeah.
I actually really want one to get up there and say, I'm going to use my platform to speak out and say, Gino's Pizza on the corner of 14th and Evergreen Street is amazing, and you should go buy pizza there.
Yeah.
Like, that would be cool with me.
Yeah. And that would be cool with me too, but they don't do that.
No.
And I just have,
That's why I just watch the movies, and I don't
yeah.
pay attention to what anybody says in their,
but
outside time.
They make money off of those, and I don't want to give them any more money than what they already make. And if they lose money, then that makes me happy. And then you have that stupid freaking undeserving wacko woman who destroyed Star Wars, one of the best movies ever made. And I'm just like, really? So then I just got upset about that. So, I mean, there are times when I think
the whole show. And here we go. Somebody pulled the ripcord. Tanya's on it.
Yep.
Man, people just irritate me. And I was just mad. So, yeah, now they destroyed Star Wars. They've destroyed the MCU. I mean, come on, people. They made Thor a wimp. Come on. They made Thor a wimp. Come on. Really? Are you kidding me? Yeah, no.
Well, what's even worse than that is that they made him awesome first, and then they made him a wimp.
Yeah.
Like Thor Ragnarok, and even into Infinity War, like, he was awesome.
It was great.
And then
he was awesome.
in game on, it was just not good. Like, you gave us fat Thor, goofy Thor, like, yeah. Not good.
It is terrible. And and I'm sorry. You take one of the best and brightest Jedi ever created and turn him into a loner holed up in a cave drinking blue milk and think this is good. You think this is good? You think this is freaking good? Oh,
yeah, but I don't think that's political. It's just bad writing.
She's fired up, folks.
Yeah. Sometimes Tanya has opinions.
So, no, I don't watch movies anymore because, as you can see, I'm pretty passionate about some stupid stuff.
That's great.
I did watch F1, which I thought was all right. It was a good movie.
Is that the racing one?
Yeah. Yeah, that was all right. That was pretty good. And I did watch Maverick, the second
Top Gun.
Top Gun. I watched that one. I thought that was all right. That was pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
So, I mean, yeah, I have watched some movies. I don't watch a lot of TV, and I don't, because they don't need my money. So there you go. I've said my piece.
Got
So instead, you read books,
I read books. I read lots and lots and lots of books.
Well, that's a
and
good
that
choice.
was the tragedy that is Tanya's story.
Yeah.
How she went away from movies and got stuck reading. Sad. It's really sad.
Last year I didn't read. I read almost 200 the year before.
Good
Wow.
Lord. I mean, that's
Word.
great.
200 words?
Books.
Yeah, that's way too much.
That's
I think I read about
Impressive.
200. Yeah, I think I read about 200 books the year before. Last year I only read like 100 and I don't know, 150 or 160.
slacking.
Yeah, I know, Slacker.
I used to read all the time, but I don't as much.
I got better. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Kevin says she's cute when she gets wound up. Oh, shoot.
Out of 196 books I think I read, 191 books. There were only 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 books that I gave a 5-star read to. So I'm pretty picky with my books too.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah.
Who was the writer that did the best out of what you read?
That year it was, let's see, who was the winner?
They must not have been that good.
They were. There are 2 of them: Kristen Higgins and Shelby Van Pelt.
What kind of books do you like to read?
I read a whole lot of fiction, a lot of romance, a lot of just plain kind of crazy fiction.
You say Kristen Higgins? Is that what you said?
Kristen, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
No, I know her. She's one that came out in favor of self-checkout at Michael's.
No, she is not. Because that is another thing. Let me get you started on that one.
What's wrong with self-checkout at Michael's?
Self-checkout is the devil.
Is it? Why?
Yes, it is the devil. Because I don't work there. I don't get a paycheck from them, and I don't get a discount for checking myself out. I am not going shopping in a place where I have to check myself out. I don't work there. And they don't trust you when you check yourself out either. And they're always trying to look at your receipt and look at your bag and have their nose up over you to see what you're doing. And I hate self-checkout. Self-checkout is the devil.
That has not been my experience, but I like self-checkout because it just means that I don't have to wait on a line. And I usually only do it if I only have like a few things. I don't buy a lot at once, so it's pretty easy. I don't like when self-checkout is the only option, which actually is at the Michael's by me now, but there's like nobody who works there ever, which is sort of a related problem and unrelated problem.
I think they're
Okay.
kind of saying, please steal from us.
Yeah, I think if they're having you do self checkout, it's like they're okay with you only ringing up half the items.
That's like that.
Um,
That's your discount.
Yeah, and if they say something, then it's like, well, you didn't train me. And I never got trained to do this job. I didn't know you have to scan everything.
That could
So
work.
there you go. And
And
that's why I'm the reason that they look over Tanya's shoulder.
And let me
So.
tell you, we went into, it was a Walmart grocery store. It wasn't even the full Walmart. It was just the Walmart grocery store. And we went shopping and we filled up a whole cart. And we went up to the front and they didn't have anybody working the registers. And so there were two girls over there standing to the side just talking to each other. And I walked over there and said, do you have somebody ringing people out? And they said, no, we don't have anybody ringing people out. So I left my cart full of stuff and said, okay, have fun putting it back, and walked out.
So no, yeah, I don't think that self-checkout should be the only option. I don't think automation should ever be the only option. So I'm with you on that. But
Yeah.
when it is an option and you can choose to do one or the other, I think that's good. It also depends on what you're buying.
No, I think that self-checkout is the devil.
But what about if there's self-checkout for somebody who likes it and there's not self-checkout for people who don't like it?
I still think it's the devil.
But then I can't self-checkout when I'm only buying two things and I don't want to wait on a long line at my supermarket, which is, it's like 45 minutes because I don't have any idea why.
They should have a 10 or under, 10 items or under that goes fast. And then they should have
people never have
checkouts.
10 items or order under though. That's
Yes,
the
they
thing.
do. I get in that line all the time. And it goes fast. Yep.
By the 10 items, and that it is those people go in with like 30 items and nobody says anything.
And that's when they need to start saying, hey, you've got 30 items. I can't check you out. You need to go wait in line.
Yeah, but they don't do that. I don't know if they do that in other places, but I think it's like, you don't want to upset your customer. They won't go back sort of thing.
Well, they don't have to come back. But no,
Well,
I think self-checkout is the devil. Yeah.
No,
and then I won't go into Michael's anymore because Michael's went to self-checkout. And I won't go there anymore because I'm not going to check myself out.
There's literally nobody ever working at my Michael's. And when there is, they don't know the answer to any questions. It's pretty brutal.
So I go to Hobby Lobby instead, which is fine with me because they have people that actually check me out. And they're nice and they're courteous.
I have a thing with Hobby Lobby, and I don't know if this is the thing everywhere, and I've wondered about it. Hobby Lobby doesn't have a scanner. Like you can't scan an item. They put everything in manually.
They used to not, but they do now.
The ones by me don't, and those lines take forever.
Yeah, that would.
But Hobby Lobby does have Bit of Honey, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Because that's an awesome candy. All right, we are past 3 hours, so we're gonna go ahead and start showing what we got. Let's see. Gina said Lucy Score is one of her favorite authors. She writes rom-coms. Just read 2 books in the series. We read the first one for our work book club. I'll send you the names, Tanya.
Okay.
And then Kevin said Tanya worked in stores giving good customer support and expects that. So,
listen, I used to work in retail, so I get it.
I used to work in retail, and what I realized was the customer's always an idiot. So,
yep. Yeah, true. Absolutely.
All right, we're gonna go over to Alan and see what kind of cool vest he's making for his character.
Yeah, I've got my vest pattern. I'm about to put it together. Let's back up here.
That's looking really good.
Wow.
I mean, it looks creepy, but it looks accurate to the source material.
And I'll seam the vest up here. I've got this is the other side of the vest already cut. So, and here's his hand.
Very nice.
That's creepy cool.
I almost got it.
Wow.
Yeah, and the nose looks phallic enough without looking too phallic. So
Right.
Thanks.
yeah.
Reminds me of Stregonona.
All right, we'll go over to you next, Tanya. Let's see what you got.
Okay. Well, I finished up the details on my Chicago Bears Mercurian, and then started working on her.
Beautiful.
And I
Wow.
got her painted.
Very nice.
It is beautiful.
You're pretty
Pretty
productive.
happy with her. Yep.
Yeah. You gonna show off the Bears stuff that you finished?
So yeah, the Kevin Logan is happy with this one.
That looks great.
So at first I didn't think that I put enough white circling the orange, so I went back through with that and finished that up and got it looking good. And then the other thing that I worked on today was getting the white down inside here with the blue on top.
Wow.
And I think that turned out really good.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
It did.
So yeah.
Cool.
So now that's just got to be coated, and then yeah, we're ready to go.
Beautiful. Jay, there we go. Let's see what you got.
So I just was like darkening the shading and lining. I was gonna do this all black and white, but I think I'm going to do like the vampire, like the way that it looks in the Legions line.
That looks great.
Thank you. I think
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
love that.
paint these and maybe not use these pieces. I'm gonna use some of them, but this combination I actually really liked. And then this is an old custom of a hand figure I did like, I don't know, like years ago, that I just was also messing around with and trying to get to kind of like from far away to look comic booky.
Mhm.
And then this is hard to show because I took it apart, but this is the main project I've been working on, is this gradient dwarf. So I didn't do a ton of stuff because I have to paint over it
That's
again
beautiful.
to get all the everything. So I had to take it apart because, you know, like I said, the first time I do the layering, I just do it all together so I know that I have the gradient right. Because if I did like the arms separately from the body, it would be hard to make sure you're lining up. So I just need
Right.
to do this part. And then once I do that, I'm going to put it back together, and then I have to line again. So I just kind of was looking at it. Sometimes I maybe I'm not, I don't want to, it's easier to get a little bit in before, like if I'm going to get yellow on this again, because then it starts to really disappear. And then so if you darken it one more time, it's a little bit more helpful, I've learned, having only done something like this about 6 times so far. So, but there's like, I don't even know where the rest of his body went, but I'll find it.
I love the transition on that dwarf. That looks
Thank
awesome.
you. Yeah, so it's like here, it's like it would look like this. I'm probably going to use this head, but this head also I had done for it. I don't know where. Oh, here's his. So his legs are somewhere.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what I've been working on.
That helps when his legs are somewhere.
Yeah, well, me too. I don't want to do them.
Hey, Curtis, my vest is done.
Oh, all right. Let's go back. Oh, look at that.
I'm gonna,
Very nice.
wet it, and then I will tape it down where I want it to lay, and then when it dries, it'll stay that way.
So I still see no reason you can't give him a monocle, though. I'm just putting that out there. Think about that during the week.
Yeah.
You'll
Another
have
thing
the-
I did is I decided I have one more thing. I'm sorry, I did not mean to.
Oh, nice little diaper.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to Donald Duck in it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's important. Oh, I like these like rivets on there or something.
All right, let's see what kind of mess I have. Okay, so once again, this is the build that I've got for the samurai. Thanks to Alan for the idea with the top knot. So that's kind of how that looks. But I'm going to paint this. This is going to be a lot of white. Tanya will be very happy with me. I'm doing a lot of white on this.
Cool.
So pretty much everything black besides the head is going to be white.
You just got the new white in.
Yeah, that's true. I got a lot of white. So got that one, and then this is going to be my Ranger build. with this head and hood. And then Darla's making me a cape for that. And then both of them get these tails, which I was working on, just sanding the green stuff down, and I'll have to re-prime those spots. And then I was working on this crossbow gun, which I do have sanded down. So this was like a skull here on the front, which is now just kind of like this aerodynamic, I don't know, triangular type shape on the front. And on the back, there was another skull here that's just now like a peg to pull back for the bolts. So yeah, this one's ready to prime and be painted now. And I think that's really it for today. So now I've just got a whole mess of stuff on my desk that I got to deal with and try to organize. And I'm missing one Dremel bit that I'm sure I'll find somewhere when I step on it. So let's see. Hayes said, Jay, your color style is awesome. So,
Yeah, he's nuts.
He is nuts.
I stole this. This is an idea I stole from Heresy for Heretics, who does Warhammer customs. That's where I got the idea from, to do the gradient.
Nice.
Got a great YouTube channel.
So Jay, you got anything coming up people should know about?
I have currently on the Purple Game channel of like some odd customs that I'm trying to get rid of as many as possible to save space. And there are four Dayglow customs, 3 of which I believe are gradients like this.
Cool.
Unless they've sold, if anybody's interested in that.
Awesome. Tanya?
We will have Mod Squad Art Studio next Saturday. We don't have a show this upcoming week, but we will have a show the following week.
And if anybody missed their show from this past week,
Oh yeah,
a lot of interesting reveals for the RPG. So
yeah, you definitely want to go back and watch that one. It was a fantastic show.
Blame it on the RPG.
there you go. And I did just find my Dremel bit, so that's awesome.
Oh good.
Alan, what you got coming up?
I'm nothing. I'm off for the next 2 days, which is wonderful. I'm going to be making toys. So
Very cool.
Yeah.
When's your next haunt or
Friday,
class or any of that?
Friday, March 13th, Dark Hour is open again for another Friday the 13th Dead by Dark Hour show. Full
Awesome.
of 80s slashers featuring the Leprechauns. It's so close to that day of Leprechauns.
Beauty.
That makes sense.
I have a new How They Do That that'll be dropping tomorrow for members and Tuesday for everybody else. That is with Jared Tanner on Instagram. He's the Legion Forge.
He's great.
Yeah, he's been doing some awesome stuff.
And
so
you haven't done one of those in a while.
yeah, kind of stopped right before Legion's Con, and I'm starting to pick it back up. I know there's several folks that are going to be going to CarverCon, and it's going to be their first time like having a table. So I'm going to try to hit some of those folks up so that, before people go to CarverCon, they kind of know who these folks are and what to expect and stuff. So Jared's one of those. He's never displayed at a convention before, but CarverCon is going to be his first. So check that out. And then I've also got a lot of footage that I got from my trip to Vegas that I will be working on. I've already started working on for a travel toy set of videos. It's either going to be 2 or 3. And those should be dropping at some point later this week as well. So, and I think that's it. So we'll see you back next week for Mod Squad as well as Customizing Studio. And until next time, folks, keep creating.